How much money I spent 1 month in Thailand. I'm here since 1 whole month, and if you consider moving here or just come for vacation, this video could be very interesting for you because I will show you now all my expenses I had in this 1 month. Okay, let's start with the most expensive one. Of course, it is the rent. I rented an apartment with 2 rooms, like a living room, sleeping room, and I pay for my apartment 21,000 baht for 1 month. How I find this apartment, little tip for you, this apartment was on Airbnb, but I already knew the host, so I just contacted them via WhatsApp and get the better price because they already knew me. And this is a very good tip if you want to book long stay on Airbnb. You can book maybe like a few days, like 3 days, 4 days, just to check the place out. And if you like it, then talk to the host and make a deal without Airbnb so you can get better prices. Next one is the laundry service. Here in Thailand, I don't do the laundry myself. I have a laundry service in my apartment. This is the cool thing about it. And I do laundry 1 or 2 per week, and I pay around 100 baht. I calculated it now with 150 baht, which makes 600 baht per month, and this already includes tips, so I give every time like 5 baht, 10 baht tip for the maid because he's very, very kind. And also my apartment includes weekly cleaning and weekly changing the sheets, so it's not just only the room. I go to the massage here 1 or 2 per week because I really have a lot of tensions in my body and I love Thai massage. Thai massage is like the best to recover your body when you do a lot of sports, when you do Muay Thai, go to the gym, or just sit a lot because you work on a desk. I would definitely recommend to everyone. And we have different prices in Thai massage. You can go to a temple where it's only €5 for 1 whole hour, but you can also go to a very fancy place which is like €25 for 1 hour massage. One time I go to a cheap place where it's like 350 baht. Next time I go to one which is like 700 baht. It depends on my mood. So I calculated it here with 500 baht per week, which would make 2,000 baht. Then I go to the Muay Thai training 3 times per week. One course in the group is 300 baht. So I have 900 baht expenses per week, which is 3,600 baht for 4 weeks, like for a whole month. And I also did once personal training, like one-on-one for 1 hour, and that was 1,000 baht. And I want to do it more often now, so this expense will go up higher the next weeks for me. But I think it's really worth it because in Germany, when you have like a good teacher, he charges like 80 to 100 euro, and he never even have so many fights or fight experience like the trainers here. That's why I wanted to, when I'm here, I wanted to train more often like with personal trainers because I can still afford it and learn so much. I recognized it like when I do one personal training in Muay Thai, it's like doing 1 week, 2 weeks group training like every day. I don't gain so much knowledge from the group training. The group training is very nice to get the condition in it, to get faster, to get stronger, but to learn the technique, I would definitely recommend to book a private trainer because there they take really care of you. They try to give you tips how you can kick better, how you can punch better. It's definitely very different from a group training. Then when I came here, I started to practice yoga because, like I said, I have a lot of tension in my body, and if you want to become a better fighter, a Muay Thai fighter, you should stretch a lot. I go at the moment only once per week, which is 330 baht, and I hope I will, when I stay longer here, go more often, but at the moment it's 330 baht per week, which makes 1,320 baht per month. I also go running in this wonderful park here. I just want to mention it. This is of course for free, so you don't have to spend so much money on doing sports. You can just go for a run. Here is also a little gym like with weights. You can train absolutely for free, and you don't have to spend so much money if you don't want it or if you can't afford it. Okay, let's talk about food. Food, you can eat like as expensive as you want here. Like you have very high quality luxury restaurants here. In Bangkok, like thousands of it. But you can also eat the cheapest and most delicious street food ever. So what I'm doing at the moment is I go once per day to the restaurant. Mostly it's in the morning or for lunch. And the second meal I got in the evening, it's street food. I found a very nice street food place which I really like it tastes so good, it contains so much meat like for the proteins I need, and it's perfect. That's why I do it, and not because only of the money. The money is like a small part in it, but it's because the food is really great. So if you are in Thailand, doesn't matter, Bangkok, Chiang Mai or whatever, you should also try street food. And how much I pay is very different. Sometimes I eat just one meal, most of the times I order 2 meals. And yeah, when I go to a restaurant, usually I pay like 250 baht, and when I eat street food, I pay 150 baht. But please consider, guys, I take always, like mostly 99% of time, 2 dishes when I'm in a restaurant or street food place, and it's still just 4 to 6 euros. It's amazing. You could never afford something like this in Europe, I guess, or not in Germany. And yeah, so I pay per day 500 baht for my food, which makes 15,000 baht per month. In Thailand, you have like the most amazing fruits, and I buy every day when I go home, like in the evening, some fresh fruit, like mango, pineapple, mangosteen, like everything I can find here, dragon fruit, and usually I spend around 60 baht every day on it. That would make 1,800 baht only for fruits per month. But also here, please consider I don't go to a local market and buy the whole fruit. I go to the smaller markets here where they already cut it for you. Of course, then it's a little bit more expensive than if you would go to a local market and buy like 5 kilos of fruits, you know what I mean? Then I buy everyday little snacks. Most of the time it's just nuts, like cashew nuts or almonds. And these are not so cheap here. I think it's like the same price in Germany. Sometimes it's here even more expensive, and I pay like around 50 baht every day on some nuts. Water I get for free in my apartment, but here's a big difference in Thailand. You have drinking water and you have natural mineral water. Drinking water is safe to drink, but it's just filtered tap water, and this one I get for free every day in my apartment. I use it to brush my teeth and to clean my vegetables or fruits, but I rarely drink it. I also drink it sometimes when I forgot to buy water. It's no problem, you can do it. In the first week I did drink it every day, but it doesn't contain minerals, so I buy every day 2 bottles of mineral water, which is 33 baht per day. Then I got a scooter here. I paid directly for the whole month, so I get it cheaper. I still paid 4,000 baht, and here I'm a little bit sad because when I rented it, I couldn't find the shop which has any more bikes left, and then I just took one when I found one, you know, like for 4,000 baht. I was just happy to get even a bike. But like after 5 days or something, I found a place where they rent out the scooter for 2,900 baht for the whole month. Like I lost 1,100 baht, which is not that bad because I couldn't know it better, and also I needed it at the moment. But still, like when you do a good research, when you find a place, then you can also get it cheaper. I still think 4,000 baht is an okay price, but of course 2,900 would be even better. Then of course your scooter needs gas. Gas is very cheap here. 1 liter of gas is only 1 euro, like 37 baht. And I pay around 200 baht per month to fill up my scooter with gas, because I don't drive too much at the moment, so it's very affordable, very cheap. Yeah, one thing I want to mention is that I don't smoke and I don't drink alcohol, so I take no drugs, nothing. And this is like, of course, something where you can spend a lot of money, and I will save you a lot of money because I don't go partying, I don't take drugs. Even like weed is legal here. This is like one point where you can lose a lot of money or you can save if you just don't consume it. Another thing I want to mention is I bought some clothes here because when I come from Germany to Thailand, I didn't bring much clothes because I want to buy new clothes here. It's cheaper, it's local made, it's very cool. I just want to mention it here because that's the money I spend. but it's not what I don't buy clothes every month. That's why I don't put it in the calculation. Yeah, and because I want to show here my monthly expenses, which I would spend like every month, I don't put it in the calculation, but just to make sure like this is something once you have to buy it, like when you need clothes, you have to spend this money. And I bought some really cool things, like I bought these shoes for 60 euro. They are like the best shoes I ever had. It was from a Nike outlet store and they were only like 60 euros and the original price in Germany is 180. So even when you spend money here, you save at the same time, you know. Whatever, I bought 5 shirts, pants and the shoes like for 4,700 baht. And don't forget the flights, guys. Like when you fly around Thailand, when you fly around Asia, it's not that expensive, but you still have to consider it. For example, I fly from Bangkok to Chiang Mai and had my baggage with 20 kilos, so it was 80 euros for that. One thing I forget to mention is I drink coffee like every morning and sometimes, unfortunately, very often twice a day. So I calculated here with 50 baht per day, but actually I pay definitely more than that. But yeah, let's have it at 50 baht, which is 1,500 baht every month for coffee. Activities, I didn't calculate it at the moment because I didn't do a lot of activities. Some activities in Chiang Mai you can do for free, like you can just take your bike, your scooter and go to the mountains, visit the temples. Most of the time it's free or it's only like 1 to 2 euro. So that's very cheap. But of course, if you do like the very cool, very special activities, for example, visiting elephant sanctuary, which I did 2 years ago and I will also do it now. I really love it, but that's around like 50 euros for 1/2 day. And if you do like longer trips, it could be also like 60, 70, 80 euros. You should also consider that. Okay, at the end, I calculated everything without the flights, without the clothing. And if I'm not wrong, I spent around 53,520 baht, which is around 1,486 euro and 66 cents. So what I would say here is, like, when you earn around 2,000 euro per month, you can live here like a king. Like, this country is very cheap and it's very, very peaceful. It's very nice. You can see around me, I am directly in the city, Old Town Chiang Mai, but it has this wonderful park. And like for 2,000 euro in Germany, you live like a very normal life, but here you live literally like a king with this whole massage, personal training, eating outside every day. That's why I love Thailand. It's not just about the money, it's also like the people are so kind, it's also the place itself, and of course the temperature. Like, we have December, end of December now, and it's 27 degrees, so it's the best place for me, for myself, to visit when it's very cold in Germany, and I would recommend everyone to visit once in your lifetime. And before I end this video, I also want to show you or say that of course you don't need to spend this money. I mean, you can definitely live a lot cheaper than that, especially in Chiang Mai, because the north is definitely cheaper than the south. For example, you can get a smaller apartment, you can even live in a hostel, which is just a few euros per night. You don't have to go to like Muay Thai training, you can just work out yourself for free here in this park. You could also like cook yourself for several days and then eat it. Like, you have so many opportunities. Nobody has to live like this, what I'm showing you. I just wanted to show you, like, this is how I live, this is how I want to live at the moment. And I think for the money you spend, you get like a lot back. And yeah, I really love it here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and write a comment for the algorithm. It would mean a lot to me. So I would say Khob, which means thank you, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye bye.